Hello, everyone. I am Hyo-jin Choi, the golden leader of Want from Street Woman Fighter, and a choreographer who wants to do everything I want. Nice to meet you. First of all, as some of you may know, I injured my leg. But since I had promised my fans a concert tour, I pushed through until the end. And as a result, some of my ligaments tore. So I ask for your understanding as I'll be sitting down and talking with you like this, and I'll go ahead and get started. Finally, yes, for me, Street Woman Fighter, Street Girls Fighter, and even the Street Woman Fighter concert, which I have a love-hate relationship with, have finally come to an end. But one of the things I always say, almost like a catchphrase, is, guys, especially Chehan, do everything you want to do. Really do everything you want to do so you have no regrets. That's what I always say. This is actually something I say a lot in my daily life. Because telling someone to do everything they want to do sounds easy, but it's actually hard. But even though it seems hard, sometimes it's also easy. And how do you really go about doing everything you want to do? While preparing for this lecture, I took the time to reflect on that again myself. You know, people make dozens, sometimes even hundreds, of big and small choices every day. But for me, in every moment of choice, I think my belief and confidence in myself and my own thoughts have always been a bit stronger than most people's. So I don't really get swayed by other people's opinions or how they see me. But ever since I was little, even as a baby, I've been dancing. Nowadays, because of TV shows and all, people think being a dancer is really cool and they admire it. But when I was a kid and danced, people at school would say, only entertainers do that kind of thing. They'd say it's something kids who mess around do. They'd say it's for kids who don't study. There was that kind of perception. And honestly, even within my own family, like with our leaders, you know, when we leaders did interviews together, I realized that only my family was against it. I thought, oh, so it's just me whose family is against it. I mean, actually, everyone else was saying things like, our daughter, our kid should be on stage, should become a celebrity, and they were really being supportively pushed to do it. But in my case, my family was so strongly against it that I was almost about to get my hair cut off as punishment. So when people would ask my mom, your daughter always dresses up so nicely and has such a vibrant personality, what does she do? My mom never said I was a dancer. Instead, she would say I was studying dance, kind of skirting around the truth. So I actually attended a real dance academy as well. Seriously. So I started to wonder, is my job something to be ashamed of? The environment was such that it made me think that way, but I didn't let it get to me. I actually have a really funny and quite amusing story to share. And since you're all gathered here today, allow me to briefly share it with you. I used to genuinely believe the dance I performed was truly amazing and incredibly impressive. Not just anyone can do this. And the moments when I feel happy, when I'm doing something I love and I'm good at, are when I'm dancing. So at school, I would practice and then get a little bit of sleep. Since I'm only human, I started to get a bit tired. So after practicing late at night, I went to school and dozed off during class for just a moment. But my math teacher saw me and said, "Hey, Choi Hyo-jin, come up here. Solve this problem." He suddenly called on me like that. And it was a really difficult problem. But I confidently went up and said, yes. I hurried up and said, but sir, as for me, I can't solve this. This is your area of expertise, and my area of expertise is dance. So suddenly I started doing a wave and stuff like that. Sir, can you do this? This is something I can do. And honestly, up until yesterday, I was spending real training time for my own field. I apologize, but I couldn't help but doze off a bit. I am sorry, sir, but it's only natural for you to solve this, and it's only natural for me to be good at dancing. Please respect that, sir. Then I get like really punished and sent out of class again. But I walked out confidently. Even after I left, out in the hallway, I tell myself, Hyo-jin, you were really cool. You did well in front of everyone, in front of the teacher. Your dancing was really amazing. Yeah, I think I was kind of steeped in self-satisfaction and self-justification, but I guess that's just how much I really love dancing. Seriously, no matter how much others said, what are you going to do with that? Are you going to make money doing that? What are you going to do with that? Which college are you going to go to? I was just a first-year high school student, but people were already worrying about things far off in the future for me. But even so, I think the happiness I felt in the present, doing what I loved, was much greater than any worries about the future. Really, I thought it was fine as long as I could just earn enough for transportation. There was no need to make a lot of money, buy land, or buy a house. As long as I could just dance. So, from the age of 20, I stopped receiving any allowance. But I thought that was just normal. My family environment wasn't one where they said, we'll fully support you so you can pursue the arts. Because of that, once I became an adult, it was up to me to take care of myself. They were against it, they didn't support me, but they did let go and allow me to do it. They said, if you work hard and do what you want, but things don't work out later, don't blame your parents. We'll let you go and handle things on your own. That's why I'm so grateful for that. They finally let go of me. They trust me so much. I can do really well. I can make it happen no matter what. Thanks, Mom! With that, I really stopped taking allowance. I'll do my best. I really worked hard. But then, when I actually turned 20, my friends started going to college. And as we left the safety net of school, I realized I had to choose a career. After graduating from college, I noticed that my friends were really considering things like salary and job stability. So I started to think about it too. So when I chose to become a dancer, people would ask me, Hyo-jin, can you really keep doing this just for fun, even if you don't make a single penny? Or what if you don't get recognized by others for the dancing you love so much, and you have no idea what you'll do in the future? Can you really just trust yourself and keep going like this? I think I asked myself those kinds of questions to myself. But in the end, as you can see, the fact that I chose to become a dancer means that, for me, it's not about money or recognition. It's really about doing what I love. Even if I don't have money, even if I can't eat what I want, or meet the people I want to meet, or enjoy the things I want to enjoy, I feel like I could still keep going as long as it's dance. So there was a time when I appeared on the show and said that I cut my hair short to save on shampoo costs, and that became my signature short haircut. That in turn made my image as a dancer stand out in a unique way, and it worked out well. The image of dancer Hyo-jin Choi with a shortcut really became solidified at 1 million. Surprisingly, a lot of people started to ask themselves, what is it that I truly love? What is it that I really need to do? But it seems like not many people actually take the time to deeply think about what it is they truly want to do. At least, that's what I felt when having these kinds of conversations. But for me, if you want to live without regrets and not be swayed by others, you really need to have an unwavering sense of self. I think you need to start finding that even if it's from now on. That doesn't mean happiness has to be the only standard for everyone, like it is for me. For some people, money might be the standard. For others, it could be happiness like me. Or for someone else, getting off work on time might be the most important thing in life. That's the right answer. They're all the right answers. If your own beliefs are reflected in your standards, then I can confidently say that you're already doing what you want to do. So I came to Seoul again, determined to pursue dancing, which I love so much. This was when I was 25. But once I actually got here, I realized just how cold Seoul can be. Maybe it's because I'm from Busan, where people are a bit warmer. I'm a true Busan native, but people in Seoul were so different. The environment was intimidating, and honestly, I was just scared. I didn't have any friends either. And I didn't come here with a guaranteed job or anything. I just wanted to learn more about dancing and really enjoy it. But then I realized I didn't even have enough money to pay for dance classes. So I had to face reality. Hey, yo, get it together. Hyo-jin Choi. That's what I told myself as I look back on things. I just rushed into a tiny one-room place, probably about 3 or 4 pyong. I picked the cheapest place I could find. But then, when it came to eating, I realized I eat a lot. I didn't realize I was someone who ate this much. Even spending money on food started to feel wasteful. So from then on, I started eating kimchi stew. If you let it simmer down, and then add some water, it turns into 3 servings again. It feels like it's brand new. So I really ate a lot of kimchi stew, and, instead of rice, I had scorched rice. I ate some scorched rice too, and when it soaks up water, If I went out and came back and it was all soaked, I'd just add water and boil it, and it would turn into new scorched rice again. I was like, wow, you can really save money like this? Yes, seriously, I really did. So, since I had to pay my rent right away, I started looking for a part-time job for the first time. Since I was 19, I worked as a dance instructor in Busan, doing what I loved, earning enough for transportation and to eat whatever I wanted. But I came here to learn, so I really didn't want to go back to teaching dance classes. It felt like I had a purpose for coming here, and I thought, did I cut my hair and eat kimchi stew with just water for this? I told myself, let's not change the one thing I truly believe in. Let's try doing a part-time job. Since I was born into this life, I might as well try working a part-time job too. I had always made money doing only what I liked. So I got a part-time job at Dongdaemun. The hourly wage there was pretty high. Honestly, it didn't really matter what kind of work it was. I just picked the job with the highest hourly pay. But wow, as much as the pay was high, wow! It really was a wow. Seriously, it was a real wow moment. I was honestly shocked. But really, seriously, I planned to go to work in the morning and then go to dance class in the evening, but I was so exhausted that there was no way I could go to the academy. I just couldn't go. So every night I would cry and wonder, why did I come here? And since it was something I had never done before, It was incredibly hard. And to make it worse, the team leader I worked with would say, "You can't even do this? Isn't this just common sense?" If I didn't understand something right away, I always felt like I was a person with no value as a human being. Like, I'm someone who can't even do this. I'm someone who is of no help to this world. Honestly, I have really high self-esteem. But even I started to feel this way. Even at this time when I was thinking, the walls of the world are so high, I still held on. Because I needed to make money. So, after working like that for a month, I went to take a class at 1 Million Dance Studio. I went to take Leah Kim's class. At that time, the class fee was also expensive. So I only had enough money for one class. After taking that one class, I went back to work. But of course, I couldn't go to the academy anymore. But then, the director called me. "Hyo-jin, why aren't you coming to the academy?" I said, "I can't come because I have to work and earn money." Then they asked why, and suggested we have a meal together. So I thought, a meal? All of a sudden? So I said, yes, okay, and ended up going. When I went, I thought to myself, so in Seoul, if you skip just one class, they go as far as buying you a meal to manage their members and get you to register again. I thought, this is really a scary place. Seoul is really tough and intimidating. I was so shocked that I even thought I shouldn't have taken that first step. I've really gotten myself into trouble. But then the director and teacher Leah Kim came together. So while we were eating, they kept asking, "So, when are you coming back? What have you been up to these days?" So I was like, "I'm working hard to earn money. I'll be back. I'll return next month. I'll come next month." That's what I said. But then suddenly they asked, "Can you quit your job by tomorrow?" So I told them, "No, I can't. I need to earn money if I am to keep coming here." So I said, "Please just wait a little more. I'm working hard. I will definitely come next month." But then they said they wanted to work together with me. So I thought they were trying to scam me. Seriously. Because I had only met them once. I was like, what are you trusting about me to give me this opportunity? They said there are a lot of good dancers in Seoul, but not many who are truly desperate. They said they could feel my desperation just by watching my moves. So, since they said they wanted to work with me, that's how I ended up working at 1 Million right away. But if I had been satisfied just being at 1 Million, I probably wouldn't be here now. Yeah, I was at 1 Million, and it was really hot back then. 1 Million's Hyo-jin Choi. So I was like, wow, I'm pretty okay. So I'm pretty good at this, right? But I felt like I'll just get stuck there if I just kept thinking like that. So since I really became a choreographer, I kept raising my own standards and asked myself, are you really going to stop at this level? Can you do more? Can you push yourself further? Then how much more should I do? I kept asking myself these questions. Can you overcome this? Can you do it? I said I believe in myself, right? But even so, I kept asking myself these tough questions. You live doing everything you want to do. But how much effort are you putting in to actually do everything you want? Can you really say you're doing everything you want to do? I'm the type who keeps pushing myself like this. All I do is work hard at whatever is given to me in each moment. Honestly, just because the program did well, I don't think I've changed that much. Even when the dance scene wasn't this hot, I was still working hard. Just like now. You never know what will happen in another 6 months. So, before and after Street Woman Fighter, honestly, the only thing that's changed is whether I get attention or not. My attitude toward dance and my belief in myself, those things have never changed. For real. The reason I'm saying this is, if you want to do something, you really just have to do it. But there are so many people who say they can't do it because they don't have the opportunity. It's like, people say I did well because I happened to get on a show like Street Woman Fighter. But that's not it. Even if I hadn't gone on Street Woman Fighter, I would still be working hard and having fun, just like I am now. And going forward, I would have continued to trust myself, to believe in myself, and dance happily, loving what I do, truly. So if there's something you really want to do in the future, don't wait for the opportunity, just go for it. Just like I did. Yes, your environment is really not to blame at all. Opportunities will never come if you just sit and wait for them. If you set yourself as the standard for your own life and know exactly what you want to do, just do it. Seriously, I'm really not a special person. But I made it too. And I'm going to keep doing it in the future as well. There's absolutely no reason you can't do it too. I truly hope you all do even better. So don't get too discouraged by your environment. Don't let others' opinions intimidate you. And don't judge your own worth by how others see you. Start taking action from this very moment, right now. I'm not saying you have to cut your hair, by the way. I'm not telling you to just add water to kimchi stew and eat it, but think about what you can do right now. In your current situation, what's one small step I can take immediately? Take a moment to think about that. How about trying to change just one thing? Let's all do everything we want to do. Just do it! Let's go! Yes, yes, yes. We can all do it. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. You can certainly do it. You can definitely do it. You can do it.